On today's show, Sumter School District surprises its Teachers of the Year. Sumter Today starts now. Presented by the Sumter Opera House, USC Sumter, and Colonial Healthcare.
We're a major healthcare corporation in this area, and we just love taking care of people. That's the number one thing, is we founded it on "we will see you today," meaning if you're sick, we want to see you.
We utilize some of the highest technology studies, and we also use some of the newest, most advanced testing.
We have growth urgent care to see about 24,000 patients a year, and we live here, and we work here, and we love Sumter, and we do our best to take care of the folks here in our community.
Welcome to Sumter Today. I'm Kayla Robbins. Sumter School District announced its new Teachers of the Year finalists, but instead of just announcing them, they went to all 5 schools in one day and surprised each finalist with balloons and a plan. The finalists represent 2 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school. Before we see who they are, let's hear our trivia question for the day. Stay tuned at the end for the answer. About how many teachers work in Sumter County's public schools? Is it A, 775, B, 1,400, C, 1,000, or D, 1,250?
So today, our interim superintendent has started a new tradition. So as opposed to announcing our finalists for the District Teacher of the Year process at our Celebration of Excellence, which we started several years ago, we are now doing something a little different, where she's actually spreading the joy factor and actually visiting each one of the finalists in their classrooms at their respective schools to kind of share with them the big news. So students are present, administrators are present. It's just a really big celebration. It makes that teacher feel truly like the rock star that they are for having gone through this process.
We have had the great pleasure today of announcing to our finalists for District Teacher of the Year that they have been selected for that role and have done it in their classroom. It has been so much fun. The teachers are so excited, the kids are so excited. These people work really hard and brought a little joy to their day. So anyway, it's been fun for all of us. Hi, we're here at Millwood Elementary School to make a big surprise announcement. I'm joined by the principal here, Dr. Cornelius Leach, and we're about to let Mary Ann Scott know that she is one of 5 finalists for Sumter Teacher of the Year. She's going to be excited, and so are our students.
Yes.
So it varies by district. And Sumter School District, back in 2010, our district revamped the entire Teacher of the Year selection process and really did it in a way that raises the level of rigor so that we really have an opportunity to showcase the amazing teacher talent in our school district. So if you think back to your days maybe as a student or if you are in the profession, usually the process is done by a ballot. So really a ballot is placed in your box as a teacher. Whoever wins the most votes, they are crowned, the Teacher of the Year. So we're trying to, or we really have gone away from that process of, popularity contest, if you will, to really a talented educator who is most deserving of this recognition for the spotlight on his or her innovative teaching practices. And so that process was revamped several years ago. And so in January of every year, each campus goes through its own selection process. So it models the state process. So there is an application process. You have to be nominated first. There's an application. Applications are vetted at the school level. There are finalists at the school level. There are interviews at the school level. And the particular thing about the interviews process is that multiple stakeholder groups are represented on the panel. So it's not a principal decision. It's not a past Teacher of the Year decision. You have somebody from the ministerial community, from the parent community, from the school leadership team, that sort of thing. And so once each school has nominated their campus Teacher of the Year, that teacher is now eligible to compete in the District Teacher of the Year process. So that's where we're at this point.
Hi, we're here at Sumter High School, and I am joined by Nicholas Pearson, the principal here, to recognize another one of Sumter's outstanding teachers. Mr. Matthew Wilt is about to find out that he is one of the 5 finalists for Sumter District Teacher of the Year. We're so proud of him, and we can't wait to recognize him for making it this far in an important way to recognize our teachers. We're going to have another celebration tonight where they'll be recognized by their peers. I think we're actually putting together a little video of this that we'll share so they can see some of the excitement that took place in the classrooms as we announce this. So they'll be recognized tonight at a special celebration of teaching here. And then we'll go through a pretty lengthy process that follows the same pattern that will be followed if they were to be named the District Teacher of the Year, and we're aiming to become the State Teacher of the Year. So that involves a portfolio, interviews, and some other things. So that's the next step in the process for them, and we'll be naming one of them to be our District Teacher of the Year. They're all great, so I'll be excited with whoever is chosen. Hi, how fun is this? Here we are at Wilder Elementary School with the whole Wilder leadership team ready to make a surprise announcement that Tanya Peckham is going to be one of our 5 finalists for Sumter Teacher of the Year. And I know she's going to be thrilled to hear that good news, and I can't wait to see how excited she and her students are when this whole team of us crashes her classroom and says surprise.
And now the ball is rolling even further now that we have announced our top 5 finalists. So as I've kind of shared with each of the finalists today, the journey is not over, it still continues. And so moving forward, each one of these 5 finalists, the level of rigor is now raised for them. So there will be a film crew that comes into their classroom to kind of capture their model lesson and practice, which is then played before a panel of various stakeholder groups. They have a chance to revise their application, and then there's the in-person interview. And so from that part, right before summer break, that ends, and then at our opening meeting of the new school year in August, the superintendent will announce the new District Teacher of the Year. And if you kind of look at the changes in the process from the last 9 or so years, it really has paid off well for our school district, right? We have a chance to really showcase the amazing talent in our school district. We've had 2 finalists for State Teacher of the Year, and of course everyone knows we had one of the finalists who actually became the South Carolina State Teacher of the Year. So the first time, I think that was in 2015, Suzanne Cody, the first time in decades that Sumter's had a State Teacher of the Year.
We are at Chestnut Oaks Middle School. I am joined by Dr. Maggie Wright, the principal here, and her leadership team to make a surprise announcement. Miss Barth, Casey Barth, is about to be named one of the 5 finalists for Sumter School District Teacher of the Year. We are so proud of her and can't wait to let her and her students know that she's one of our finalists. She's a great representative of the fine teachers we have here in Sumter, and it'll be a joy to be in her classroom and see the reaction of her kids and hers as well.
So my story is twofold. So I was on the receiving end of this process back in 2010. So I kind of joked with the folks writing here today. I just got a letter notification. And of course that letter meant the world to me, that I was a finalist for the top teacher, award in the school district. But if it's one thing we know about teachers is there are not enough perks in our profession. There's not enough of that joy factor, as our superintendent refers to it as. And so to have the chance for, our district, our senior district leaders to converge on their school, to invade their classroom, come into their territory and, with a big surprise. I mean, that is truly the joy factor.
We're thrilled to be here at Ebenezer Middle School. I'm joined by Marlene DeWitt, the principal. Her administrative team is joining me as well to make a big announcement. Alice Miller is about to be named the final 8 finalists for Sumter District's Teacher of the Year. We're so proud of her and can't wait to make the announcement. The real magic in any school district really happens in the classroom, and it really is that relationship between the teacher and the students. So first of all, we get to recognize their great work and what a difference they make with their kids. But one of my favorite parts is to see how their children react. You can tell these folks are great teachers by how excited their kids are. And that's just a real affirmation of what's happening in our district. And it feels great as an educator to see our students thrilled about what's going on in their classrooms.
Welcome back. Ready for the answer? It was C. There are about 1,000 teachers working in the school district's 25 schools. teaching about 16,500 students in schools that range from enrollments of about 160 to 2,300. Once a new Teacher of the Year is named, he or she will be responsible for providing leadership and professional opportunities to their peers to help provide a sound education for students throughout Sumter. For information on open teaching positions in Sumter School District, go to www.sumterschools.net. That's it for today's show. Tune in tomorrow to see how the opening exhibit of Sumter Eyes went at Patriot Hall. From the Sumter Item, I'm Kayla Robbins. We'll see you tomorrow.